guys, Chris and Gina here with Hollywood Haunter, and I am here with Claire and Sal, and they are the owners and creators of Helzer Cemetery.
So awesome, you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. No, thank you. I mean, it's a pleasure having you guys.
All right, first things first, what the heck does Helzer mean?
It's an homage to Claire's maiden name.
My maiden name was Helzer.
Okay.
So then we just kind of put Helzer, and it just kind of mashed together like that. And we
That's
kept
awesome.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
cool.
really-
I love when people put their personal touches in. And you guys, we are right on the street corner. We are in Rancho Cucamonga, California.
The
How,
IE.
you guys probably get so much foot traffic.
Oh my God, it's
A little
it's
crazy
nuts.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're afraid of car accidents with people looking.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. But man, everybody who goes by here, I mean, you can't help but notice it.
Yeah, definitely, we have a college up the street, so I mean, big college traffic. I mean, you have the
Schools down the
businesses. Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have schools on either side of the street here. I mean, it gets crazy. Last year we got close to about 1,700 trick-or-treaters for Halloween.
Wow, you
so-
guys.
Well, I'm excited because you guys actually own a little piece of Hollywood Haunter.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to revisit some of that, but I'm excited to take the tour. So if you guys want to get to it, let's go
Check it out.
Let's do it.
Well, this is a beautiful sign. How did you guys come up with this?
So he printed out, I think like 3 or 4 different things from like the internet. Was like, I like the border here, I like the color here, I like the font on these, and I just took them in and then they created it.
Is it a vinyl graphic, basically, just printed out?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
And then you guys just put a picture frame.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
scored on the picture frame. It was an estate sale that we got a few years ago, and
I think it was like $10.
yeah. And so I was like, you know what, let's just use that, and it kind of just worked out. So.
Yeah.
Are you guys big into going to estate sales and garage
Oh,
sales?
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man, you find the best stuff there.
We are such on the cheap.
That stand is really cool, too.
Yeah, man, scored on that. I mean,
It's really
when
cool.
When the lady, because I was expecting like a $20, and the lady was like, no, $5, go ahead and take it. I'm like,
That's awesome.
let's go.
$5
let's take it.
run.
Heck yeah, heck
Sometimes
yeah.
you feel
It's
like
so
you're
cool.
like ripping someone off and you're like, I know it's worth more, but I'm gonna take it anyway.
It's like you hurry up to the church, and you're like, they're gonna get more price, they're gonna get more price.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna tell them.
Right? No, I wanted $10 for that. I'm like, okay, let's go. You guys know, because I'm always hearing you guys always discount bin at Home Depot. and stuff
Trying
like
to.
that.
Yeah.
Have a good discount.
Trying to.
Why don't you guys tell us about these awesome, magnificent, fabulous, I mean, probably the best I've ever seen created. I mean, you guys must have been geniuses to come up with something like this.
Well, we can't take all the credit. You
Oh,
want
you-
to tell the story, or
oh,
you
you
want me to
can?
tell the story?
A couple years ago, he was on YouTube watching Hollywood Haunters, and happened to notice these pillars.
And that year we weren't going to decorate, and we gave my sister 85% of our stuff. We kept some of the hard to find stuff, like the camel knitting that you can't find nowadays.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, or like certain tombstones that we really love. And this is like maybe mid to late July, and she's like, I want to decorate. You gotta be kidding me. I'm like, so I'm scouring the net looking for just ideas so I can kind of jump off of it. And so I just happened, that's when I first stumbled onto you guys. And this was 2017. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at your guys' pillars. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna copy that idea.
Next week, I happened to be part of the SoCal Valley Haunter Buy Silk Trading Facebook page, and I saw Derek, who we never met before, from Van Oaks, was selling these. So I took a picture, I sent it to him, and he was like, oh my God, I just saw those. Tell him we'll take it. They were really weathered, like
Yeah.
really weathered.
Yeah.
We did try to steal his lights that he had on top of it, but he wouldn't give those up.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just brought him back and gave it some TLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brought
So
him back
improved
to life.
them,
You
made them
guys
look
did
better.
an awesome
Yeah,
job.
we hope
I
we
didn't
did.
even know they were ours. Just kidding. I'm totally yanking everyone's chain.
No, it's cool to see them all getting taken care of and improved, and paint jobs and
Hey,
upkeeps and
You
all
know
that
what?
stuff.
I got a question for you. Because people keep asking, what's up with the vent?
The reason why I put the vents on there is because we were having all our stereo receivers, and I had lighting and like basically all the computer speakers, just stacks of junk in there. And I thought that having a little bit of airflow in and out of there would help from it overheating and getting hot in there.
Now I know.
Well,
Yeah.
You
I
had an
kind of
idea
figured it,
because
but
there
I
was a
wasn't
nice
too
shelf
sure
in there.
exactly. You know.
Yeah.
And then this wire cable was for the light. We also had a light that was
clamped on here, and they had black light, 4-foot black light bulbs shining back, and so yeah, and that's what made everything. We were able to highlight like all our tombstones and things like that, and cause everything to have like a
Gotcha.
This is not about Hollywood Haunters,
no.
Yard.
No, it's
I'm gonna cut that out.
I miss him so much.
I hope we did them justice.
Yeah, no.
You guys made them look beautiful.
They were so bad weathered.
You made a lot of other columns.
Yes.
You wanted to mimic what those were.
Yeah, to kind of follow the pattern, and so nothing looked like it was out of order.
Yeah.
We wanted everything to look like, okay, we built this, intended for this, and then so on and so forth. You know, color matching was easy and stuff like that. The hard part was doing the Z-brick.
He put on the Z-brick, and then we put the foam over, and then we forgot where the Z-brick was.
Because
Yeah.
I just cut out like a square of Z-brick that I needed. I'm like, okay, we're gonna put this right here, and I put the foam, the styrofoam over. I'm like, how far was this Z-brick? So I'm poking it with little drills, saying, okay, that's decent. And
then when he was cutting around it, I'm like, don't cut too much. I don't want to get off like too much off of it.
These look so good. You can't even tell. I mean, you guys mimicked them so well.
we try.
Yeah, no,
Some of the
good.
cuts that Chris does is crazy though. I'm like, how do you do these cuts? And I'm like, what's our motto? Measure once, cut 3 times.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, don't let us fool you. We're the same way.
No, I know.
Edit it out.
right?
I noticed too that you ended up having to do the shims, the angled shims on the bottom
Yes,
too,
because
like we
this
did.
driveway, this driveway is such an angle, so.
Yeah, you guys did a good job. They look pretty flat and level to me.
Yeah, well,
It's awesome.
Don't put a level on there though.
Tell us about your guys' fence. How did you guys go about making this?
So that is from Lowe's. Those are those vinyl,
The white vinyl fences.
white vinyl fencing.
Because we were going to do the traditional PVC pipe and you know, cut out the
Little rings.
rings
Yep.
for it. And cost factor was about the same as these. These were like $35 each, and I'm like, babe, let's just do it because we got so much
Yeah.
fencing to build. I'm like, let's just do this. Plus, I was working 6 days a week. I didn't have the time. So
Yeah.
we got these, shot them with black, and I'm like,
Some of them are highlighted, some of them are not.
How do you guys connect them to your columns? Do you have?
you know what? I just notch out the size of the fence and the column, and I just slam them in there. And some are drilled in with the screw, and that's it, man. You notice here, like because of the angle of the driveway, I had to do a 2x3 to give it a little extender. So, but again, at night you don't see it, and not everyone knows. So
That and Camonetti. Camonetti hides everything.
Yeah, no, you guys have a lot of.
Yeah. Where did you guys get your pots for your on the top of the
Because you got so many of them. Were they? Would you?
these are our second pots. Our first pots were from Home Depot, and so at the end of last year's season,
My dad told the gardener he can have the plants, and the gardener took
the pot and the pot and never brought it back. So so Orchard going out of business, they were having sales on these pots, and I go, honey, look at these pots. These are actually great. I like them. They're a little shorter and wider because the other ones were taller and a little narrow. So I was like, let's just get these. So they were easy. They're already black, right? So we just shot them with some dry brushing them, and that was it. So.
I like them. They're big and they can fit lots of
foliage.
Yeah, totally.
Now I'm excited. I would love to find out how you guys made your hearse. This is fantastic.
He built like a makeshift hearse, but just like the side of it.
Okay.
And we shot a projector and had like wagon wheels next to it.
Effect projection.
And it was simple
Cool.
black.
Yeah.
And then the next year I was like, babe, I want like a real hearse. But I wasn't expecting this scale. I just I wanted a hearse. So then he went on YouTube and he saw Jen's Haunts.
Yep.
Yes.
And how she built one, and then he kind of got
She was the inspiration for it.
Oh, she's gonna love that.
Yeah, no,
That's awesome.
But I mean, it was her detail that she, especially the wheels and stuff. And then I was like, okay, cool, you know. So kind of just gave me the
That's awesome.
urge to go ahead and do it. And so
it looks so cool. You did some crackle paint on there, I see.
pain in the butt.
I was doing it, but then it was a hot day, but it wasn't cracking right, and so I was getting the heat gun. But you can't have it too close. You have to have it just right. And then finally it started working in one area, and then he liked it because he was about to give up. He was just gonna paint it all white or black. And then then the next day it happened to be like 105, and then we noticed when we were doing it, it was drying it right away. So then we like tag teamed and we're just like cleaning everything and dried it up real quick, and
it looks awesome.
Fell in love with it.
Totally.
How did you guys do the curbs right here?
There's this place in Pomona. It's like a builder supply place, and these, I guess, for like newer homes, they put these around windows and doors. And what it is, it's styrofoam, but it has like a concrete
texture.
Yes, to
I've
it.
noticed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so she's like, let's just do this. I'm like, let's do it. And then these were Depot or?
Oh yeah, those were from Depot, and they had like, they were like corners. So
Are they wood?
cut off the...
No, they're the same
kind of
things. Yeah,
material.
the foam with the concrete over it and
Okay.
stuff.
So we just cut them and made it even to the same width of that, and we just slapped them on.
Now, how do you guys keep this thing from rolling forward? How are you bracing it?
Sandbags.
We have sandbags on
Okay.
each four of the wheels, and then we have two safety wires attached to the eave of the house.
Oh wow, yeah, that's smart.
Safety first.
Yeah, totally.
So-
I don't blame you.
And I love how you put draped camo netting over everything. That looks so good at nighttime.
Yeah,
you know?
this was like a last minute thing. I was just goofing off. I go, let me toss some camel in. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's
So,
like foliage.
yeah, so
And what about the curtains inside?
So we went to the swap meet and we just got like white sheets.
yeah, rolls of white sheets
Yeah.
and then a roll of that.
The lace
Design,
material.
yes.
Yeah.
And then we carefully crawled in there because we didn't trust it at that time.
Yeah, so we built everything. We're like, oh hell, how the hell are we gonna get in there? And I mean, we're big people, and I'm like, God, can this hold our weight? But no, the hearse held
He
our
has a
weight.
tendency
So
to build big things in the backyard, not thinking of
Yeah.
how to bring it out or where to store it afterwards.
I know some people like that.
Yeah.
right?
Look at this light fixture.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yard sale, $5 for
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
so cool.
That one I totally got in the truck real fast. I'm like, let's go. We don't need to look at anything else.
Exactly.
I love how you guys put it on a bed of straw with all the pumpkins.
Yeah, that's really
I
neat,
love
you guys.
that.
So Midsummer Scream, we used camel netting for our ground, for
Yeah.
our cemetery, and that's what I wanted to use because we usually always put straw on this side. And so I tried the camel netting, and her and I were looking at it. I'm like, no, I'm like, go to the feed store, get one bale. This is all just one bale of hay.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it worked out perfect. And then and so we were just messing around. Like, I go, what do you think about putting pumpkins? And so she had a couple pumpkins, and she put them on. I'm like, go to Trader Joe's across the street and go pick up like
$2.99.
Yeah.
2 pumpkins. So the pumpkin idea looks cool.
Yeah, I
would
like
do
it.
that. I mean, it's not normally something I would do in the cemetery
Yeah.
because I try to be as real as possible,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to the cemetery. But I it looks great.
You
so.
know what? I enjoy a little bit of whimsy, like when you go to something, because I think the kids really like it too. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, pumpkins! Everybody loves pumpkins,
Yes,
as they call
yes.
them.
Yeah.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Are you guys gonna carve any of them?
Absolutely. These ones, I'm not too sure because they're so small. So usually we go to a pumpkin patch and we'll pick up like
Big ones.
probably like 5 big ones, and then we'll just carve those out.
He says, let's just carve them out. He'll carve one and then leave me the rest because he's just
Yeah.
done by one.
It takes so long. I'm just like, oh my god.
And I'm like, no, we're spreading this even. Like, you
Yeah.
carve this, you carve this.
Check out their coffin.
I know. Where did you guys pick this up from?
This guy used to, I guess, do parties, and he just used this as a prop. It's totally like, it was totally gutted on the inside, and we got it for like $200 or something like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, cool, you know, because we've always just used the toe pincher in coffins. We used it last year in our garage because we do a scene in our garage in our courtyard for Halloween. So, you know, we just had it popped up, and then I have the air blaster underneath it.
Yeah.
You know, with the pressure mat. So, you know, just have a little gag, and then since it's been all weather because we left it outside, I go, you know, let's just use this, and she pops up, and
And where did you guys find this lovely lady?
she is. I think she's from Distortion.
We didn't like the way she looked.
Yeah, we put across my old prosthetic that I used to wear scaring the kids. We put that on there just so it doesn't look so generic, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
And but no, people love her, and
I get a new dress and a sweater after this.
yeah. You'll be surprised on how many people like come up, and as soon as she gets triggered, they're like, it scares the hell out of them.
Oh, I'm sure.
Usually we stand across the street,
Yeah.
and we just laugh our asses off. We're like, I can't believe it.
The first year we got this year, I was like, whoa! Drove across the street, and she was like, oh, they're watching this.
So you can see the guts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at
so-
all that organized.
So the Peekaboo, I was trying to hook up the sound through that. That way I can eliminate the MP3 or the iPod.
Yeah.
But it wasn't working. Like, I think because it's the 8-bit mono sound, it's not stereo, so it wasn't clear. So I had to just bring out the old Pile amplifier and hook it up, and
Yeah.
it, you know, it's mainly just for ambient sound anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't get triggered when she pops up.
Check out this garage door. Oh my goodness. How did you guys do this?
I wanted to do something because we always covered the garage, but it was only on Halloween night.
Yeah.
And I wanted something where it was still able to use. I saw it on Pinterest actually, so we decided to cut out styrofoam, and then I used a little wood burner to do the names, and then we used just magnets.
Magnets.
Oh, that's so smart, you guys.
You gotta Gorilla Glue it. We did hot glue, didn't work, and then I think we did some other glue and it didn't work. So Gorilla Glue ended up staying. And then all we do is we just...
Oh my gosh, and they're so easy to store.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome,
Now,
you
windy
guys.
days though, like Santa Ana winds, definitely we always take them down. Like if it calls for it, like a couple weeks ago, I took them out just in case.
The
Yeah.
first
They
year,
will fly.
the first year we left them, because I go, oh, the magnets, oh, they'll be fine. So we got up in the morning. There's one over here. There's three there.
So, and then like the rest are all like,
Yeah,
you know.
which kind of makes a creepy effect, but you know.
That's
But,
funny, you
yeah,
guys.
So, and then
What about the names? Are these made up names? Are these
Oh,
friends?
total made up names. I was just going through like a list because I kind of wanted to just get it done.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
When they redo them, they can have Gina and Christopher. But just pretend, right?
I don't know. They might have to really kill their victims.
Oh no!
we should do every haunter that's our friend.
Aw, that's sweet, yeah. A little Easter egg where it's
Right?
like random names and then all of a sudden it's, wait a second.
Hey, buddy, hey, what are you doing there, buddy? Sir, look, don't touch, sir. Thank you very much. The windows, I just had to put camo on it because it just looks so bare. Like,
Well, that and then when we turn on the light inside the garage,
it helps mask it a little
yeah,
bit.
Yeah.
it would be kind of weird to look from outside if someone's looking. So at least with this, if we turn it on, you don't really see it. With the
Yeah.
camo netting so much.
Like, how did you get it to stay, the camo netting up there?
Is there a board?
Yeah,
Is there
there's a wood.
Oh, a fascia
Yeah,
board? Okay, yeah.
So.
Oh,
It has some little eye bolts
Yep,
that you,
some little
or
staples
staples.
in there.
Good old staple gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This poor house has a bunch of
yeah,
staples.
oh my god.
oh my gosh, you guys, your cemetery is amazing. I'm just looking at the tombstones, the props, the candles, the cobwebbing that you guys did. It's amazing. Did you guys make all of this?
Most of the tombstones now we bought. We still have a few handmade ones that we did ourselves. The ones we had handmade, they got so weathered and damaged. So we cruised by Halloween Town a few years ago. I'm like, geez, look at these tombstones. These tombstones are great.
The real size of the tombstones, because
Right.
you know, I'm sorry, Spirit and Home Depot and Lowe's, they got little 2-footer ones that's not realistic to us at least.
I recognize them now.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Derek to give us his tombstones. And he's a little hard for that.
Yeah.
Derek's tombstones are
Yeah,
that
they're
guy's-
top notch.
Yeah, he puts his time. So, but like that cross, that's one of our old hand built ones. And then I built the hideaway box for a light for our caretaker Clyde. We used to pride ourselves on like everything hand built, everything we built. But we just come to find out it's like, yeah, it's cool and everything, but
a lot of time,
it's
too.
getting to the point where we're running
Yeah.
out of time and stuff, and it's almost cheaper just to, hey, let's just go buy it and get it done, and
Yeah.
we'll do our little details that we want to put to it.
Did you make those candles?
Yes,
Did you make
we
your
did.
PVC glue stick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we just shot them with a little white paint, and then
We used to put little tea lights in it, but we'd
Yeah.
only do it Halloween night. But we loved the way it looked, like loved
Yeah.
it. So then I think we did that for 2 years, and then the next year, then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna get little.
flickering lights from a company called Lighthouse LEDs.
Okay.
Cool.
And I think because I bought like 100, they were only like 60 cents each or something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
And they're nice. They're all pre-wired, and they have the little resistor in them already.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you just hook them up to any 12 volt
Nice.
adapter, and away they go.
So they're
man.
all
So-
wired together. And
They are?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Did
Guys,
you
we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We really need to update our stuff, so thank
We
you for
do. We
telling
need
us.
to. Are they now? Do you all connect them kind of like what Derek's setup is with the like? How do you connect them all together?
We're not that fancy. Okay?
Yeah.
Literally, I just go down there and tie them up and wrap some electrical tape on.
Okay.
And move
That's
on
the
to
way.
next
That's
one.
the way I.
I'm
That's the
like,
way
You don't
I
even
roll.
see it,
I'm
so.
like, no, I know Derek, and then there's another honker.
These the
Bill,
RCA.
Bill with
Plug.
Whole House. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, the RCA connection.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that looks nice and everything, but I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
Sure,
Let's
sure.
just tie it up and let's go.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
So-
It flickers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
Does it
That's
turn
all
on?
that matters.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Good.
So, but the hard part is sometimes when we're doing like cobwebbing or stuff like that, the wires are so thin that I don't see them sometimes. And
Oh.
then, so I'm walking, and then I got like 17 candles behind me. I'm like,
That's
So we
awesome.
have those stakes that we put in the wires in the grass, but you know, I can't put in like 100 of them.
yeah, there's those
Yeah.
little,
That's
like,
awesome.
little metal U-shaped
Yeah.
landscaping stakes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
kinda hide the wires down and
We
stuff
just
like
try
that.
to keep them down.
Yeah, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to cemeteries, like people that do it. You can see the wiring, and I understand. You know,
Yeah.
nobody wants to dig trenches in their front yard. I get it, but at least try to
A trench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mausoleum, we actually built like a little house a few years ago. We put in the corner, and then he wanted to make it bigger. So he decided to do the big facade. It's like technically 16 feet, but with our hill of the house, it just makes it look so much taller.
Yeah.
That Midsummer Scream, we have to admit, we're like, wow, that's kind of short. So,
Yeah, because I wanted to be the tallest one, and this is where Rick goes, oh, you have crypt envy.
Yeah.
Because there was another haunt there, and as soon as
Gothic Hill.
the Gothic Hill, and they brought this monsters. I'm like,
with the hill, the tombstone,
'cause
and then the moon.
I wanted to be the tallest, but I was like, shoot, I just running out
I
of
was
time.
like,
and
sorry,
stuff.
babe, it's not gonna happen.
But next year.
Yeah.
You know.
Next year.
That's
I'm
funny,
gonna
you
keep
guys.
watching somebody's video on how they built their three-story monstrous facade, and I'm gonna learn, and then watch. We'll see next year. Midsummer Scream. Let's cut some ceiling.
The sign he created, we just put it inside the garage, and we did the projector, he traced it out, and then he went in the backyard, cut it all out. We were putting it in storage, and he tied it to the back of the truck with, you know,
With the straps.
the straps
Yeah.
and stuff. And then we heard something like kind of fall. We're like, what is that noise? He keeps driving. Well, we noticed that the strap hit the back windshield of our truck and it shattered it.
Oh no.
So then I told
Because
him
the
the flap got caught underneath the
Oh.
tire.
yeah.
So I told him to stop because the storage was like right over the freeway.
Yeah.
So I told him to stop, and he's like, "We're just right here, it's right here." So then he didn't stop, and then it tightened it more, and it crushed our whole sign.
Yeah.
So
Oh
I
no.
I nicely yelled at you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I told you to stop.
Because not only we had to make a new sign and replace my windshield.
Yeah,
Like,
so
Wow, you guys, that's crazy that it bounced up and hit your window.
yeah. Well, no. What it
Or-
was when we strapped it down, the slack fell. It
got caught,
and then the actual it just pulled it straight down, and the pressure of it just like spiderwebbed the windshield. So
Wow.
it was crazy.
So let's just say we treat that sign like gold right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do that again.
But you
Yeah.
know, Chris, the weather just beats it up, man. Because it's that cheap common wood from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And like you can start seeing like the cracks in it, and it's just the weather just beats it up, man. It's
I know that's the bad thing about that like thin plywood from like Home Depot and stuff. Well, all thin plywood, but it's light, you
Yeah,
know, and
exactly.
that's easy to handle around and stuff. But you're right, it's not the best for being out in the weather.
Where did you guys get
It's
the big decoration piece?
Yeah.
So that
Yard
was
sale.
yard sale,
Yes.
and then it had
Wow.
a clock. So we got rid of the clock, and then we had the angel at a yard sale, and we popped the angel right in it.
Yeah.
And I can see you have a motion sensor at the bottom corner.
Oh, that was supposed to be camouflage.
The camouflage flew off like a couple days ago.
Well, they knew we were doing a behind the scenes, so they said, we want to be in it too.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Is that for your caretaker?
Yes, it is.
So he'll move back and forth. Sometimes randomly, sometimes when people walk by. He kind of has a mind of its own. So
Yeah,
we
we
just let him
noticed.
go.
We noticed our zombies have a mind of their own, and I mean, I don't know why.
They're all
of a sudden,
there.
yeah, nobody's out here, and we just see them moving all along.
There's
I'm
no
like,
cars driving by. I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's so awesome, you guys, how you have so many columns. You went and built all these matching columns, and you have so much fencing, and it really is impressive because you've got a big space of fencing
Thank
and
you,
stuff,
man.
so it's
Thank
pretty
you. That
cool.
means a lot coming
And it all matches, and it flows together, and it's pretty awesome.
Well, that and then like not trying to meet the people, but we just something to keep people out.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we would love to have it open and be like, look at it, but
No,
yeah.
I think all hunters can appreciate the barrier.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to
have
do
them
that.
in your yard.
To do that. The fencing section,
Yeah.
you know. But once you do finish it, it does feel. It makes you feel a lot more secure about your
Definitely,
display
definitely.
stuff. What made you guys want to do that big, huge archway, like the big columns with the fencing? Is that fencing real?
So yeah, that fence is real. So one year before we got your guys' columns, one year we made big columns like that, and they were here, and I had put the gargoyles. That was a year that Home Depot were selling me big monster heavy gargoyles.
Yeah, they're heavy.
And so I was like, honey, let's do that, because before that we had an old sign and it said House or Cemetery across the driveway, but
The weather.
yeah, it just beat it up, and it was 2 pieces of wood, and it started sagging. And I'm like, okay, it's time to kind of change it up. When we gave my sister the stuff, she's like, hey, the columns are just too heavy to move around.
Well, also that he didn't build them
Oh.
flat. He didn't build them flat. He built them with the driveway.
Yeah.
So everywhere you could take them, you got to make sure like that's the same angle as our driveway.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, so we brought them back, and they were just so weathered and beat up. There was no way to repair them or anything like that. I wanted them on each side of the mausoleum, and so when we brought them out that first year, she's like, no, they look terrible. Don't even do it. She's like, put them back there. I'm like, what? She's like, trust me, put them back there.
I was like, just
And
like
yeah,
a
it kind of
like a
works
separate-
out. Kind of like maybe a secondary
Yeah. Do you
cemetery
ever get
back there.
people asking you if it's a walkthrough?
All the time.
All the
time.
All
Like,
the
where's the
time.
haunted house?
Exactly.
Like,
all
Just
the
last
time.
night, they were like, what is this, a walkthrough? Someone told me. I'm like, no, I don't know. It's like, whoever told you's wrong, sorry.
Now we're in the cemetery, and
The temperature just dropped.
It's-
I
yeah,
can
it
see
really
breath
did.
coming out of my.
I think I just saw an
That's just
apparition
Oktoberfest.
Well, you guys have your projectors set
Yes.
up right here, right?
She wanted something, obviously, to utilize this area, and it's the Atmos Effects, the scrim that they sell, and we just used the Amazon, what was it, like $150 projector or something like that, and we just shoot it and it just loops.
And
That's
you guys
cool.
Put it in the
Yeah,
storage box
well,
right
because
there.
I didn't know what to do, and I just, again, I didn't have time to build something nice and fancy.
No, that's a
Fucking
great
you,
idea.
Derek. And yeah, it's so, I was like, you know what, babes, let's just drill some holes, because one year we had put this like in a styrofoam, like a ice chest.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
The projector gets so hot that it died
Yeah.
on us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was
luckily,
out there with a little fan blowing.
yeah,
trying to
so
cool it
luckily
down.
it didn't get ruined. This kind of helps it out, you know, like if there was mist or rain or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's smart.
And
Yeah,
at
that's
night-
cool.
And now you can't see it from the streets. I
No,
mean,
you
No.
can't see it
it's
at all.
yeah, it's killer. Along with this, we have our peekaboo and our amp and our iPod for our zombies.
Did your grass die? You have to bring it back to life every year?
Yes, well, the poor grass, it has the dead spots from all the tombstones and everything else, and then we turned around pretty much the third week, right after Thanksgiving, then we started putting the Christmas
Christmas out.
decorations.
So it starts
yeah.
to grow back and then it just
Yeah.
dies again.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like the way that you hung your gate.
Yeah.
You used like just a towel hangers.
Yes, sir.
That's the kind of stuff that I like find is all the little MacGyver, the Halloween MacGyvering.
Exactly. The fences, we have to hold them up with fishing wire because they
Never
want
mind.
to.
That way they're not flopping around. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You guys even got some cameras so that your tombstones are being watched at all times.
You'll be surprised how entertaining it is. Sometimes we're kicking back just eating dinner and we turn on the TV and we're like, oh, okay, we got a good crowd. Or look at that guy, he's just out there filming and stuff. So
Yeah.
you get a kick out of it. I don't know, we might be weird.
People watch, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Slash, make sure no one touches anything.
A couple years ago, we had an incident. Kids had hopped the fence,
Yeah.
and they just sat in and their buddy, they were taking pictures, and then they hopped out while she chased them out. So I go, and did they damage anything? She goes, no, and she was so mad. I'm like, okay, look, things could have been worse. They didn't damage anything. Well, then this year, like the very first night we put the cemetery up,
Like the details weren't there, but the tombstones
Yeah.
and everything was there. So
there was this guy that hopped the fence, and he sat right next to our zombie. We call him Fred.
Oh, he's
And
doing a
he
little
just
photo
sat-
op action.
Well, he just sat and was just like
I think
looking.
he was having a
just-
mental conversation with
Yeah,
him.
he just sat down, and it was so funny for like 2 minutes. He was just staring at him. Then he nonchalant just got up, hopped the fence, and went on his
Oh,
way.
But it
geez.
was funny because like that morning I saw the fence move. I'm like, oh, someone must have leaned on it. And then I saw like a snot rag on his truck, and I was like, that's weird. And then later during the day, I saw like snow pans were by the hearse, and I was like, let me go back on the camera. So I went back and I saw him like, this guy, and I'm like, that's what like all this was.
You know, cemeteries attract.
Yes, they do.
They do.
I can't
That's
tell
why
you
we're
how
hanging
many.
out in it.
I can't tell you how many times we woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning and heard a little noise and look out our window and there'd be some random person just standing in our yard.
It brings out the.
I also noticed you guys got tons of awesome cobweb
Yes.
going on here.
Good old $35 webcaster, you know.
That's awesome.
Sticks and webcams.
It works for us.
It looks like you run like a one piece of fishing line across, and then you have your cobwebs attached off of that
Well, they're
main one.
also supporting this tombstone pillar.
Oh, multi-purpose fishing line.
Yes.
We just made it look like they fell over, and then
So
he
now
moved
Julius Caesar's on the ground.
Yeah, his neck's more broken now. I don't know. I think it's gonna be retired after this year.
It's good though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because before we never used to do that, and so this year we're like, you know, let's just put them on the ground, like
Yeah,
they fell. or
totally.
something.
Yeah.
I
And
love
that's what
it.
we did over there on that one too.
Yeah.
And I see that you have some actors from Michael Jackson Thriller poking out of the ground, and they've got the little topsoil on their noggins.
So those were from Halloween Club, and they actually came with walkers. So I liked them because they were just different. You never saw them so much. And so those ones were actually in the courtyard the first year we got them. It's just kind of
And
moving
they just on
around
the walkers
and
and they just
entertaining.
Okay.
and they're legless. You know, they're
Yeah.
legless.
So this year, so they've been stored for about a year or two. So this year he was like, let's put him in here with Fred. I don't think Fred likes them, but whatever. And so he put them there, and then basically just kind of bent their arms, and then they still move back like they're doing, and then Fred goes up and down. So we have a little trigger, and when it goes off, we have a little sound
zombie
effect.
sounds.
And
That's cool,
they
you
all
guys.
move together.
Now, where did you get this little bouquet of fake flowers? Is that something you use
Yard
every
sale.
year? or-
Yeah, this was a
That's
yard sale,
awesome.
I think down the street.
4 years ago. Yeah, we just found it, and actually they gave it to us for free.
So he sprayed
Okay.
a little like kind of tannish, grayish on it, and then just more cobwebs to like dull it down.
Are you guys like old man Nevercracker from Monster House? Like, what do we got, a tricycle in your yard for? You guys taking people's little girls' tricycles?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? We had that tricycle for a while, and I wanted to do some. I actually wanted to spray gray and stuff like that.
Well,
but
we
then she's
kept
like,
it.
you know what? She's like, it's a little too much gray in the cemetery. Let's just,
Well, we kept it in the backyard hoping it would age it, but it's
Yeah.
actually taking longer than expected. So then, yeah, he sprayed it some black on it, kind of dull it down a little bit, and then I just cobwebbed it more to make it look more creepy.
Is this Black Beauty?
yes, definitely. She's a little dirty.
You guys corpsed this, right?
Yeah, this is the Home Depot one 2 years ago. Something like
Yeah,
that?
the bigger one, not the
Yes.
smaller one.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we just saran wrapped it and heat gunned it, and then we used
mid wax for
the
it.
steam.
Yeah,
Mhm,
steam
yeah.
it and shot a little black and this and that. So the sun beat her up though. I mean, when we
Just
had
from
her out
1
there,
year,
yeah,
huh?
It just beat the hell out of her. So.
And
Now
then
she's
the
But at
hiding.
night she looks great. She looks,
Yeah,
you know.
she's really good.
So right here's our little hidden Easter egg. We used to put her in a gallows. We had a gallows where the hearse is now, and we hung her for years. And then last year we didn't shoot the projector. We had her hanging right between the pillars, and so Claire was like, "Okay, you know, when we're putting away stuff," she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm hanging her over here." She's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "She's gonna be up here all year round." She's like, "That's gonna look stupid." I go, "Just we'll leave it." People walk by, don't even notice, because we get a lot of people like exercising, walking, you know, stuff.
Yeah.
We don't notice, and I get the kick out of it because I'm like, can you imagine if somebody walking just happened to like,
I mean, now they know, but
That's awesome, you guys.
the tree's starting to go through her now, so we can't.
yeah.
Now,
but-
is that a Bucky, or is
It's
that like a
it-
Walgreens skeleton?
No, it's.
Like a is
No,
it
actually, it is a Walgreens.
now, is that a fog chiller that you like
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's awesome. You got that? Is that plumbing goes down
Down
past
there, yeah, it stops right there to the left.
the? Okay, that's cool. Does it stay in the yard pretty well for you guys,
As
even
long
though
as
there's
the
some wind?
Well, okay, what happened, Chris, is like for years, like I was always trying to like run it this way to have it bail out, and sometimes it would work, but we get the slightest breeze and it's gone. So
Yep.
last year, I totally Jimmy rigged it and I wanted the fog to bellow out on the steps. Again, it worked like maybe one night, and the rest of the night it just blew. So this year I say, well, honey, the wind's always blowing this way. Why don't we just put the fog or chiller
That's
here
smart.
and then have it carry? And yeah, sure shit, it works because now it comes out, and if the wind blows, it's blowing this way. But what's cool is sometimes the wind's blowing this way, so all of Haven Avenue, the fog bails out of our yard. As soon as we got off the freeway, we just see this cloud of fog coming out into the street. I'm like, cool, we're doing our job.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
yeah, you know, that's...
Fog it up, Joey. Hopefully we get a discount.
Yeah, right.
Just joking. Joey, love you. Thank you. So the first year that we made these, we cut up pool noodles, and we put them in hold on, dude. Thanks, babe. Yeah. Don't drink that beer. So we used pool noodles because we used to use the T lamps, the battery operated ones, and this helped kind of measure how deep I want the T lamp to go. Okay. Well, then when we X out the T lamp, I just put these little LED flickering amber lights to them, and I just kept the pool noodles in there. Just figured, just glued them in. Yeah, and
that's cool.
We just set them in, and if it's too high, then I just hammer the stake in a little further, and then that way, because I don't want people to see them, from the street.
No. And then you just have these tea lights going all the time?
Yes, and then when they die out, we'll just change them out.
I can't believe how set up you guys are for the date and time that it is right now. I mean, you were right. Like you do. I mean, all your cobwebs are in place. Everything looks like it's all set up.
We try to be. That's one thing we try to do. Like on the haunt list, we're opening October 5th. It's like we want to open October 5th. We don't want to be like, next weekend.
It's like we put so much time and effort in everything.
We want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
We want people to enjoy it. And plus, some people that came out were like, thank you so much for opening early and during the week.
Yes.
Because now we get to hit you guys, and then we get to continue on.
Yep.
As opposed to everyone cramming the last 2 weekends of October. It's like,
we understand that some people are only open like 2 days, 4 days. Completely understand. It's it is what everyone's life is different. But it's like, you know what, we're like, if we're able to, that's why we just do it the whole month, and just so everybody has all a chance and they can have the whole month to come out here.
It's awesome though, you guys. It's not like us where we're like, okay, you guys can look at it, but it's not finished yet. We're gonna have cobwebs over here, and there's gonna be another facade in this corner.
Right. Well, Saturday when we opened, I didn't like the projector wasn't up, and there was something else.
He didn't decorate the light stand up there.
Oh yeah.
So he was like telling people, we're all not completely done. I'm like, stop telling them that you're done.
Yeah. And people are like, what more do you have to do? I go, just there's some.
I was like, he needs to decorate the light pole.
We're always our hardest critic, though. We really are.
Don't mind the man behind the curtain.
Here, go ahead.
This tree was never here. I don't know how it randomly started growing this year.
Must have been all the water in the beginning of the year.
So nothing high tech, I mean, one's running the cemetery sound, and the other one's hooked up to the TV, which shows our projection on the television and stuff. You could use your SD card, so you load up whatever sound you want, put it in there, and I'm telling you, as soon as power hits it, it
turns everything on.
Yeah, so it's great.
And then up here he has his fog machine inside the container, and then he put PVC pipe for it to shoot up the fog.
So with the TV to separate the fog so it comes up.
Yeah.
Before we put the camo netting, when we were testing it out and trying it, it would just shoot up. And she made a comment. She's like, looks like 2 horns coming out.
Yeah.
So I put the camo netting kind of to help disperse it. Yeah.
Well, that and he did have green, so I was like, our Hellster cemetery is red, and then he had green lights going up, and I was like, it looks like Christmas. So he changed it to red, and I'm like, okay, I like that better.
It looks so better.
I see what you're talking about. So that just goes around to the other side. The pipes.
Yes.
You know, it's funny, you guys are painting the backs of your flats black. That's kind of nice, because a lot of times, I know a lot of people don't worry about it, but it is nice if you take the time to do it, you don't regret it.
Yeah, when I first started doing it, she goes, what the hell are you doing? But you know what, it just makes it look cleaner.
Yeah,
as opposed to just
it feels cleaner.
The raw wood.
Well, that
I think it lasts longer.
He said Midsummer Scream, we weren't too sure with the fire department, so I was like, okay, if it looks like we spent some time on it, then they're not going to look at us so much.
Exactly.
So that's why we're
and
like,
your panel should last a lot longer too.
I think so.
Yeah, with the weather, it helps.
Yep,
it helps. And then this plastic is just to help, like with the rain and stuff like that. We put a 50-inch, 55? I forget. Yeah. So 50-inch, and then we have our speakers right here for our sound for whatever comes up and stuff. And again, it's just the Atmos effect stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
kind
you
of just
guys.
different ones all put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I love how you did those little slats, you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Because it's nice you use you can use up scrap glue on.
I had that laying around like a screw base, so I just got this handsaw and went away.
I like the way that you guys have locked your walls into place too. You're using the existing concrete walls of the house.
Yeah,
And that's kind of feels safe,
we
in
try to
the
make everything
wind
for the
and
Santa
stuff.
Ana winds, yeah.
Yeah, you guys,
'Cause
it's awesome.
There's usually one time during the whole month that at least it'll get really, really bad, so
Yeah.
we don't want to worry too much.
What is this? What are we looking at now?
So Claire for years was telling me, she's like, we got to figure out something because
Because I stand right there and give out candy.
yeah, and so like right here gets so packed with trick or treaters, and so I would go, okay, so the following year we just kind of put a little scene, and then I put the caution tape, and people. Well, the problem is, people were stopping to take pictures and look at the stuff, and she's like, it's just creating such a mess in here. So last year I built this room for her, and
Just square.
yeah, it was just a square, and so it kind of got the people to walk around, and we did a little gag with the TV screen and the water sprayer and stuff like that. I loved it. I go, but the only thing was bugging me is there's a fountain that's in the middle.
Okay.
And so I was
He's like, it doesn't go with anything in the room, like, because it's a room with the fountain.
yes. So I go, why don't we just add? We have those extra spare walls. Why don't we just kind of make a little
Mask it off.
Yeah, a little walkthrough. And she's like, whatever, do whatever you want.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah, so this is what we do for Halloween
It
night.
looks good.
So you used the material? Is this paper? This is wallpaper.
This is
Wallpaper.
wallpaper from Amazon. Yes.
Okay.
The
Yes.
stick and peel.
Yeah, the stick and peel.
That's
And then
awesome.
he just cut out the holes and he cut
Yeah.
slats and then just nailed them together, and
Yeah.
then he did the little, what's it, putty or
That's
Joint
awesome.
compound.
joint
Yeah.
compound, let it dry, and I mean we still have to replace some, obviously.
I
Yeah.
love that you guys have some missing pictures, and you guys put the shading around it. That's
Yeah,
really cool for the grime.
He wanted to do that, and he wanted to also create the double layer effect,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the old one, and then so he put this one kind of is like patches, and then
Yeah.
kind of like what we did with the columns, we marked it off to remember where they were.
I love how it looks like a tree grew in through your wall right there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
We didn't want to cut the tree, even though it's dying. But he was like, "Oh, I could do it and just make the slats look like it broke it through." And
Did you guys find this on Craigslist, or is this something you owned?
Yes, that's
really nice
right.
guy, and I'm so sorry I forgot his name. But he did like a little something in his yard, and then he saw like we did Halloween, and
Yeah.
then he was like, as long as it's going to a good home, and gave it to us, and so.
Nice.
It's actually in really good shape.
Yeah,
It looks
I
like-
actually got it because we got the wall panels in this. Like I was like basically shopping after Halloween, so I got a lot of free stuff afterwards. So we haven't used this, but this is perfect now for this room. So
Yeah.
we're trying to totally utilize it.
That's
Very
awesome, you
cool.
guys.
We might just end up just filling up with props and stuff. We're still going to put a roof over it because the lights from the cemetery, like light,
Yeah.
light it up. So I want to kind of darken it down. So, but yeah, they just kind of walk through. And last year, like I said, we had a TV right here, but I'm going to do something different. I just don't know. I'm playing with so many ideas in my head. And
Yeah.
That's fun, you guys.
It's just something to give the trick or treat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the front yard and stuff.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
it helps eliminate so much traffic just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the ambiance of this little walkthrough right here, even if you don't have any like super duper scares or anything in there, you're gonna have so many little kids go,
Yeah.
"Oh, no."
Yep.
Well,
Totally. Is that going to be a drop panel right there? That little cutout?
That was for the TV, right?
Oh,
We
okay.
had a TV monitor.
That's right. That's right.
I could make a drop panel. What, Chris, are you offering to help? If you're offering, man, I'll do it. I'll supply you with beer food.
You guys, I love your cemetery. It's so cool to see it where it lies, because at Midsummer it was fantastic, but here with the grass and the trees and the atmosphere and everything, oh,
Yeah.
it came together so nicely. You guys did a fantastic
Thank you,
job.
thank
So
you.
much
Thank you,
heart and
thank
soul
you.
into it.
That
It's
comes-
beautiful.
That's
It
a
really
lot coming from you
is.
guys. Thank you so much.
And we learned so many tips and tricks and
Yeah.
DIY things that we're going to use in the future for sure. Where can we find you guys online?
At Helster Cemetery, Instagram and Facebook, same thing.
And if not, just drive 210 Haven Avenue North, and you'll
Can't miss us.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
you'll see
about.
The fog. You'll see the fog.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Everyone, thank you so much. Thanks to Hollywood Haunter for coming out to Hellstar Cemetery, and hope to see you guys this year in the fog. Oh my god!
Guys, look at this. Their license plate says Hauntin'. That's so cool.
Hauntin'.
Yeah, and look at this. We hunt. That is so cool.